from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Williams. He's got this complete to Bergen. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Play action. Now Bajan. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throw left side complete. That's Kramer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. This is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Chicago.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL. And he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 36 now, first and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, what a juke into space. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit these little people.
Good run there. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6. Now Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
That's another Lions.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They move this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. In motion goes the tight end. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They will run straight ahead with Swift to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and 6 now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Williams going to sneak it. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Oh, good move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Seven, our score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got the connection to Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. To throw, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And again, back to Kmet. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14.
So that one, a
Lions
13-play drive in total. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And right with it here over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. To throw is gone. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone. And did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Second and 10. Here's Goff. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And it is caught. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
A 9-yard pickup.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll fake the give, now Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To the air, Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Throwing is Williams. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's Williams. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Now Goff. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Goff throwing again. He's got his target. That's complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a toss for Swift left side. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down and 10. To throw, it's Williams. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one. And
the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And the Bears 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chicago.
Luther Burden, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24.
So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Able to slither by. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yards on the play. That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun, gone. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gibbs straight ahead. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Bears 24.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out now come the Lions. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then they're but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Ross St. Brown, 73 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Gets past 1 man. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Jack Campbell.
That stop made by Jack Campbell.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's 2nd and 3. Goff. He's across midfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff now looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bates' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Chicago.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to 42.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now 2nd and 4. To the air, Williams. They juked him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing is Williams. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.